Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. As promised a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry about that. This one's what happened on the final episode of The Odd Couple. The Odd Couple has taken countless permutations through the years. A stage play, 3 different TV series, a cartoon, a made-for-TV special, and 2 Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau movies filmed 30 years apart. But the odd couple that most of us logged the most time was that Jack Klugman and Tony Randall, who spent 5 seasons portraying the uptight Felix Unger and the slovenly Oscar Madison from 70 to 75. You might remember the fights, the mix-ups, and the earworm song. If it's not stuck in your head for the rest of the day, if it is, my apologies. But do you remember what happened in the final episode? Why did Felix and Oscar finally stop sharing an apartment and driving each other crazy? The original seeds of The Odd Couple were planted when writer Neil Simon observed various men and his wife who got divorced and entered into less than perfect roommate situations. Some accounts hold that Simon was inspired watching his then recently divorced friend Mel Brooks annoy his roommate, while others maintain that the story is inspired by the post-divorce life of Simon's brother Danny, who is sometimes said to have written the first draft of the play. Regardless of the inspiration, The Odd Couple became Simon's third play. Though his previous plays, Come Blow Your Horn and Barefoot in the Park, had been successful, The Odd Couple, which hit Broadway in '65, starring Walter Matthau as Oscar and Art Carney as Felix, was a hit on a whole nother level. It won Tonys for Simon, Matthau, and director Mike Nichols, and ran for 964 performances. Among the actors who passed through the 2 roles were, through the years, Jack Klugman as Oscar Madison. Film version hit the cinemas in '68 with Matthau reprising his role and Jack Lemmon subbing in for Art Carney. Carney had suffered from personal and health issues that caused him to leave Broadway production early. Klugman was supposedly at one point in the mix to play Oscar on the big screen, while Tony Randall was considered for the film Felix. With Lemmon and Matthau in the starring roles, the film was a phenomenal success, earning over $44 million on a $1.2 million budget. Simon was nominated for a Screenwriting Academy Award, and Lemmon and Matthau were both Golden Globe Best Actor nominees. After a hit that big, producers were naturally eager to adapt the show to small screen, including Gary Marshall. The show was his first TV hit as a creator-producer. While it's tough to imagine any other pair of mismatched roommates on screen, Tony Randall was cast first. He initially pushed for an even odder couple. He wanted Oscar Madison to be played by Mickey Rooney. Marshall eventually succeeded in getting Klugman hired for the role instead. The show premiered on September 24th, 1970, with episodes initially shot on the same set used for the film. If you recall the opening credits, well, you might remember that voiceover begins on November 13th. Felix Unger was asked to remove himself from his place of residence. That request came from his wife. Deep down, he knew that she was right, but he also knew that someday he would return to her. Throughout the series, Felix was frequently preoccupied with plans to win back his ex, Gloria. I'm sorry. And in the final episode, he succeeded, and Felix remarries. Felix was finally convinced Gloria to take him back, and the 2 wed once again. You may or may not recall that Leif Garrett portrayed Felix's son, Leonard Unger, toward the end of the series after replacing Willie Ames. After the wedding and the show's final scene, Gloria waits outside as Felix prepares to leave Oscar's apartment for the last time. After letting him know that his dinner is cooking, Felix declares, "5 years ago you took me in, a broken man, on the verge of mental collapse. I leave here a cured human being. Now I owe it all to you." In a salute to Oscar, he empties a trash can on the floor. Oscar replies, "Felix, you know how I'm going to salute you? I'm going to clean that up." This was a good show. I didn't care for the movies that much, and I, of course, never saw the Broadway play. I live in the sticks in Kentucky. But this was a really good show, and I thought they ended it well. I love when a series gives the finale, gives a finale. There's so many of them that just go away and they don't do anything for the actors, and I think the actors work hard all that time. They deserve it, and this was a good way to go out, in my opinion. All I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed us. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Praying for you.